All right, so let me tell you something, man. Those two things, big weight and big headphones, equals leave that person alone. If that person has big weight, that means he has the focus or she has the focus. You can get that person injured. If that person has big weight, if I'm deadlifting or benching or whatever, but let's say I'm deadlifting, right? So I'm using that because I know my numbers more on the deadlift or the squat. More than the squat. I'm not editing out. I know my numbers on deadlift more than I know my numbers on squat, bench press, and pretty much every other lift, right? Because deadlift has been on the front burner for maybe a year or so now. So, and other two they're coming up, and everything else is coming up, and da da da. But let's say I got 405 pounds on the deadlift. For me, that's not really that heavy, but I'm still focusing on it. Even if I got 135 pounds on the deadlift, I'm focusing on it because as I come up in weight, I put another plate on there. Every time I put a 45-pound plate on each side, that's 90 more pounds. So if I'm at 135 and I put a 45 plate on each side, that's 225. Then I put another 45 plate on each side, that's 315. And I put another 45 plate on there, that's 405. And another 45-pound plate on there, that's 495, right? 90 pounds. Did I say 90 pounds? 90 or 95. That's another 90 pounds every time I put a 45 on each side. 45 times 2, 90, right? Where am I getting at with that? These are not feather pillows. These are not lightweight grocery bags with nothing in them. This ain't just Walmart plastic bags. These are heavy weights, right? Where am I getting at with that? I have to focus. So if you see me focusing with 495 or 455, and I ain't just talking me, I'm talking about anybody who lifts. What makes you think that that person doesn't have to focus when they put another 90 pounds on the bar? A lot of people say you shouldn't put another 90 pounds on the bar, just lift with that. Everybody got different goals. And most people that say that, they don't even lift. All right? They don't lift. They're not trying to build muscle. They might want to build muscle. They might want to lose weight. They might want to lift weights. But a lot of people are just satisfied just talking about it. A lot of people are just satisfied coming to the gym and saying, oh, I'm here, that's half the battle. And for some people, that might be half the battle. I'm not even trying to make light or joke about it, because some people, it is half the battle. Some people have a mental barrier keeping them out of the gym. Some people have physical barriers keeping them out of the gym. Some people have anything you can think of, emotional barriers or whatever. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the people who don't have that, and they go to the gym and they just get in the way, right? So I just made a video, a little short video, not a reel, but it's a longer format video. I made a plan. I'm gonna tell you that plan in this video, right? Because y'all might not have seen that video. If you have, elaborate. But I'm gonna tell you the gist of it. You don't even gotta go watch that video. It's a couple videos ago. It's cool, whatever. I was at the end of the gym. The gym closes. I go to Crunch here in Anderson, South Carolina. Shout out to Crunch, even though I don't like the gym because of a few things they be doing. But shout out to the gym because I do work out there. So, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect. I don't like the fact that they're closing at certain hours, and people like me to go at a certain time to try to go to an empty gym because I respect other people. I don't want to get mad at people because I get it. Some people can't contain themselves. You know what I'm saying? But somebody got on headphones, that means they don't want to talk to you. They want to listen to whatever they're doing. They want, huh? So yeah, okay, let me get back to this heavy weight that I got to be in a zone to lift. And you pulling me out of my zone. Right? How can I say it? I want to say it like this. They close at 11 o'clock. Monday through Friday, and I think Saturday and Sunday they close at 9 o'clock. So my new plan to do my heaviest deadlift if I'm at Crunch is to go in there an hour and a half before they close, do all my warm-up stuff, warm up, acclimate with lighter weight, come up to some heavier weight. By the time it was like 10:30 something, people started really like emptying out. It was probably before then when people started emptying out, but it was pretty empty like 10:40. 10:40, I still got 20 minutes, and they might give me a little bit of grace time. I don't know, but 20 minutes is good enough for me to do my top sets. So if I warm up and get to 4:55 or whatever my last warm-up set is, I don't want to exert myself, so I might not even go from 4:55. I might go 4:05. 4:95 is getting super easy, even though I'm losing weight. Starting to get lean. I'm not done. I'm not done until New Year's. But yeah, 4:95 is starting to get easy, right? But everything above 4:95, even if it's 5:05, it's been hard lately. My max on camera was 5:35. I want to hit 5:45, which is only 10 pounds heavier. And that max was a while ago. But I was a little bit heavier. My calories were higher. Mass moves mass. A lot of people don't know that. They don't know that. And then the ones who do know that think that only applies to bench and squat. Yes, it applies more to bench and squat than it does to the deadlift. It does apply more to the bench and squat than it does to the deadlift. But it does apply to the deadlift. And calories are energy. And once you are losing weight, you feel frail after a while. I mean, you can take whatever pre-workout you want. You can do whatever. If you're actually losing weight, you're actually getting to a shredded body. See, a lot of people can't really, they can guess, they can watch videos and they can hear what they learned or they heard somebody else say or whatever, but they cannot firsthand tell you the business. If you can't firsthand tell me the business, don't try to tell me the business. I'm sorry. I ain't listening. It's going in one ear and out the other. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, it does matter. So I'm doing it with no gloves. I never use straps. I'm using it with no chalk, no belt. You know what I'm saying? So I'm making it harder on myself, right? But the unnecessary things like people bothering you, that's horrible. Like, I can never be, and it's men, and it's not even women, it's men mostly. Grown men older than me. I'm 42. Well, I'll be 42 in August. I'm 41 and a half, pretty much. August is the 8th month, so almost 41 and a half. Starting to see that little, it's coming. I'm telling you, once you start seeing things, every pound counts when you cut it. So if I was, okay, I'm 174. If I was 198 like I was in the beginning of my diet this year, or this season, this cut, I was 198. If I got down to 194, you didn't see a difference. If I got down to 190 even, you didn't see a difference. Unless you just have a real good eye for those things. But when you get to where you starting to get shredded, when you are starting to get lean, when you are starting to see abs, when you are starting to see cuts, when you are starting to see veins, when you are starting to see different things, every pound you're going to see another this, you're going to see another that. It's going, oh my God, it's starting to pop in. Yo, you're going to start seeing that. Oh my. And then those are going to start, oh my gosh. Like, people don't understand that, all right? And people see it and they don't want to listen to the diet. They rather listen to somebody who ain't even doing this and they listen to their diet. Well, that's my cousin. So, if your cousin ain't successful, my cousin ain't successful at fitness, that's not gonna be the person telling me about fitness. I'd rather listen to your cousin than my cousin. Hey, no disrespect to my cousin. Well, that's my best friend. I'd rather listen to your best friend than mine if that person knows more about fitness than my best friend. I listen to my best friend about something else. You know what I'm saying? That's my best friend for a reason, or my best cousin, or my best whoever for a reason. But that'd be the reason why I stick with them for that. I separate my fitness from anybody that don't know about fitness, all right? That's what you got to do when it comes to New Year's. Y'all can work out together. Y'all can learn together. Y'all can watch my video together. Click the link below to see my diet. I lost 100 and some pounds overall. I kept it off. I gain weight when I want to. Why are you dieting again? Because I bulked. Alright? And bulking ain't for everybody. If you just are on a weight loss journey and you don't want to gain weight later, just take my weight loss advice. It has nothing to do with my weight gain. I gain weight on purpose. I don't gain weight because I can't control myself. I gain weight on purpose. And I have freedom in my diet plan. I don't cut out all the things. A lot of people fail because they cut everything out. I wouldn't even talk about this at the beginning of the video, but I'm going to just say this because I have to. A lot of people fail their diet because it's unsustainable, because they cut out all their favorite foods, or they cut their calories way too low, or they don't count calories and they just starve themselves. Counting calories is very important. Why? And a lot of people are going to say, well, I know such and such and such and such and such and such who lost weight without counting their calories. I know a lot of people that lost weight without counting their calories too. It's doable. It's very doable. It is very doable if you know what you're doing. But also, those people that lost weight without counting their calories were still in a caloric deficit. If you look at how they was eating before they dieted and how they was eating during their diet, and look at how many calories are in those foods, they were still eating less calories, whether they counted them or not. You have to be in a caloric deficit, right? They was either eating less calories, or maybe they was eating the same calories and burning more calories. But it's going to be way harder if you go that route. You want a combination of eating less calories and burning more calories. Eat less, move more. Now, you don't have to starve yourself and burn yourself out. If you do a combination of both, you got a balance that's unstoppable and something that you can handle. That's why I do walk and talk cardio. I get my steps in. I don't have to run everywhere. I like to run sometimes. I'll run sometimes here and there. You know, I don't really have to though. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people who are sticking to walking, especially if you're first starting, if a lot of people ain't ran, they 40 years old and they ain't ran since high school and they want to just start running. Big mistake. You're not going to be able to handle that. Sorry, maybe you will. I don't know. Maybe you're 1 in a million. I don't know. I don't know you from a can of paint. But I'm telling you, most likely, more likely than not, I ain't going to guarantee you, but more likely than not, you are setting yourself up for failure. Walk. And if you want to get to running, start walking. Walk a little longer. Then start power walking. Then maybe jog. And then jog a little longer. Then maybe walk and run combination. Maybe do a HIIT cardio or something like that. Me, I just like to just walk. If I'm in the gym, I do the stair stepper. Do whatever cardio machine you want to do, but just get better at it. You know what I'm saying? Start at a certain pace, certain speed, then progressively get better. Just like lifting weights. Don't start at the heaviest weight. You don't see what weight I'm lifting and I'm going to do that. I ain't never told you to do the weight I've been doing. You ain't got to do the same exercises. Do something. Don't wait until New Year's. The late, great Bruce Lee said, people want me to black Bruce Lee. No, they don't. I want them to, though. Call me that. But, call me that. Hey, what I'm saying is the late, great Bruce Lee said, if you love life, don't waste time. Because life is made out of time. Literally. That's deep. You can't get no deeper than that. I'm almost done with my diet. New Year's is about, like 2.5 weeks from now? I'll be done before New Year's or on New Year's. I'll be shredded as before New Year's. But I'm going to keep going to get super duper duper shredded just because I want to do this big reveal. This ain't even my physique update. This ain't my final form. This isn't even my final form. My final form for this year, or the beginning of the next year, well, I guess my final form might be New Year's Eve. So my final form for this year will be New Year's Eve. My final form for this cut, I don't know. I might start bulking. I'm just rough drafting my plans. It's subject to change only by me. A lot of people, you should do this. No, I'm not doing nothing that nobody tell me, because at the end of the day, I got my vision, I got my plan, and a lot of my things that I'm trying to do, like bringing my bench press back, bringing my deadlift up, bringing my squat back, doing all these strength things, my diet is actually making those things way harder. But it's gonna make me stronger in the long run. Whatever doesn't kill me makes me stronger, right? So if I can get back to 3 something on bench press while lean and cut and shredded and losing body weight while at a low body weight, just imagine as I let that body weight creep up a little bit. I'm not gonna get fat, but I'm just saying let my body creep up a little bit. Just imagine what my deadlift gonna do when I got more energy, you know what I'm saying? But when I feel more like a beast, you know what I'm saying? A more base, you know what I'm saying? A more stable base, right? Imagine what my squat gonna do. If I could do this while leaning out, imagine what I could do while bulking. So I don't celebrate holidays, but my plan is kind of like mid-February, might as well say Valentine's Day as a marker. Start slowly gaining weight. I might gain a little bit of weight before then, right? Just to fill out, because when you lean out and your water weight is low, your glycogen is low, and this and that and third, you're going to be shredded. But if you get to a shredded body, but not everybody gonna get shredded, all right? I don't even think everybody should get shredded. That's just what I'm trying to do, right? So, well, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not a try baby. Is what I'm doing, right? But what I'm saying is, my body weight will come up a little bit, even when I go to those maintenance calories are very slightly below, above, right? Once I give myself that freedom in those meals, which I'm already having still, even on my diet, but I'm staying in a weekly deficit, right? You know, I might have a cheat day here and there. Right now, I'm not really having cheat days and getting the surpluses because I'm almost done. I need to grind it on out. But throughout my diet, I had a few days when I was in the surplus. I made sure I was. Because just like, if you see those blocks that's in like a sidewalk, you got blocks basically. Those cracks are there not only for design, but those are there because, and I did construction, so I know. Those cracks in the blocks are there because either you're going to crack it or it's going to crack itself. And it's going to crack in the middle or wherever. It's going to be all ugly and messed up. And the sidewalk is going to be messed up. So that's why those are there, right? Same thing with your diet. If you don't implement some cheats and treats in there, then it's going to happen where you don't want it to happen, and then you're going to end up binging, and then you're going to give up. And then this happens all the time. I'm telling you, the top 10 misconceptions about weight loss, that's a video that I'm linking below. I'm telling you every mistake that people usually make, mistakes that I made myself. So my plan is to get down to 168 and give myself a limit of maybe 185. Like I said, maybe because it's subject to change, but maybe 185 over time, right? And next year I might let myself get 200, you know, on my next bulk, or maybe 3 or 4 bulks later on. I don't plan on really getting fat in no time soon, but when I get to those, and the only way I would do it is if I'm close to the weights that I want to do. And this is a long way from now. This is a far-fetched goal right now compared to where I'm at right now. But compared to where I was at my best, it wouldn't be that far-fetched. My best bench press was 365. Right now, I haven't even done 300. I probably can, but I'm not rushing the process. I'm building my strength. I'm working out smart, right? Taking my time and just increasing slowly by slowly. Not skipping steps, not going from 0 to 100. Going from 0 to 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6. Not from 1 to 3 and 8. No, I'm not skipping steps. All right? With my deadlift, I'm kind of doing that. I don't know. I'm more comfortable with my deadlift, though. So, my bench and my squat, I'm not skipping any steps at all, right? My diet, not skipping any steps at all. Everything else, not skipping any steps at all, right? So, once I get back to that 365, hopefully at a lighter body weight than I did before. I did it at 195, which is crazy, right? I mean, it ain't world class numbers for powerlifting, but at the same time, the average dude can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm way above average. So even at my worst, I'm way above average. I did 285 the other day, and when no spotter came up clean, but didn't come off the bench, would have probably counted in a count. Yeah, I think I did a little pause at the bottom and everything. But the thing is, like, the only way I would gain weight on purpose, like excessively, like above 185, 195, or get 200, early 200s, 230 would probably be my ultimate limit. And I don't want to get nowhere near that. But if I'm like close to 405 on bench, and I put out everything I can pull out, every idea, every plan, every program, and just did all kind of stuff, that's another thing I got to get back to programming, right? I might even get on somebody's powerlifting program, other than my own. Who knows? I don't know. But if I've done all that and still like I'm close to it and can't get it, and the only last thing that the surefire option is to gain weight and get it, I want those markers. All right. A lot of people don't understand that when something is very important to somebody else, it might not be important to you. You might not even think it's worth it. All right. I could get to 200 something pounds and lose it. I was 198 this year, a couple months ago. And I always said I don't want to get back up to 190. And I did it and I got back down, right? I'm cool. So if I get 230, I'm pretty sure I'm cool. You know, a lot of people, but you're getting older and this and that. Man, age ain't as much a factor as people think. I'm not saying it's not a factor, but it's not as much of a factor as people think. It's there's people hear things and they say things like I can't and this and that third. Once you tell yourself you can't, then you probably can't. You got less chance of hitting success if you keep telling yourself you can't. Just telling you. I'm telling you that. Hey, you got less chance of success if you keep telling yourself you can't. I can. I think I can. I know I can. Choo-choo, the train that could. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, we learn a lot from kids' shows and stuff. Like, when I was a kid, Mufasa told Simba, yo, son. Yo, he was like, Simba was like, man, he went to the elephant graveyard or whatever. And Simba was like, man, Dad, I'm just trying to be like you, Dad. You're not scared of anything. He was like, I'm scared today. Could have lost you in Nala, dog. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, but something. He said something. You're not scared of anything. And he was like, well, being brave doesn't mean looking for trouble. Being brave means handling it when it comes to you, but we gonna avoid it. See, people don't understand that. That's why everybody be doing all this, you know what I'm saying? They be listening to all this drill music, and that's neither here nor there, but I'm just saying, like, hey, yo, if you're watching this video, don't do everything that you see on the TV or you hear on the radio or whatever. Stop that. With that being said, even if it's spit by me, hey, yo, this is just advice. You can do what you want to do. I'm just telling you what I'm going to do. You can get yours or not. I'm going to get mine. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the end of the video. What else I got to say? Oh, click the link below if you watch this far. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Click the link below. Stay tuned. Way more stuff to come. This is just me getting warmed back up for that New Year stuff. You know what I'm saying? We got, what, 2 weeks? But we getting it, man. Over here at Rep Time Fitness. You better represent and hit them reps. So it's a double meaning. It's double entendre. Repping like you're repping. And then you repping like you're repping. Yeah, it's what we do here, boy. Peace.